started to wonder, and I wondered, which led me to wonder. I had to wonder. I started to wonder. I couldn't help but 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 wonder.
Hello, what the fuck is up, gamers? Welcome to See Girls Make Do. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm a pirate looking for booty.
And I'm your host, Stephanie, and I'm a dirty bastard.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we're on season 5, baby. Episode 1, Anchors Away.
Anchors the fuck away. Because this episode is full of semen.
But not the good kind.
No, the Navy kind, which is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, Matt walked into the room when I was watching it, and he was just like, I can't believe the girls support the troops.
I know. And, like, this is the thing, I will say, this has always been an opinion I've had, is that, like, Navy uniforms are not attractive.
They're not sexy, and people always make it seem like they're supposed to be sexy, but they're never sexy. I don't get it.
What is sexy about a fucking giant collar and all white?
And it's just like extremely ill-fitting. Like the Navy outfits just don't fit.
Yeah.
Like they're just like baggy shirts.
You know who no one wants to fuck? Donald Duck.
I don't want to fuck Donald Duck. You're so right. Yeah, none of these guys were even hot, and they were acting the whole episode like they were all these sexy sailors, and they were all just wearing ugly clothes, and they were supporting the government and the army, and so it was like a lose-lose.
I think the main guy was objectively attractive. Like, I think he was hot.
He was like, okay.
And like the giant chin man that Charlotte was talking to, because I just like a big chin, and so does Charlotte.
That's fair and true, and she really does. She loves a big chin, and she probably misses it. She probably misses her big chin.
Yeah, the king of chins, but we will not bring him up because he's not in the episode. Anyway.
He's not. Yeah, this one is like a pretty light episode. It was extremely just like fluff, which I feel like may have had to do with this is the like first post 9/11 episode that they had filmed, and like that was I guess the reason why they had the whole sailor plot, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe. But also, like, this whole season is kind of weird because I think Cynthia Nixon and Sarah Jessica Parker were both pregnant.
Yeah, that was definitely... I didn't know about Cynthia Nixon. Sarah Jessica Parker, though, I definitely knew was pregnant. So it's only like an 8-episode season or something.
Yeah. But it's weird. Anyway, should we get into it?
Yeah, we can get into it.
So we have Carrie, and she's walking the streets, and she's saying, in New York, there's no shortage of way to spend your time, especially when you're single. And you can even go to Paris, which... Like, she's talking about a movie theater.
It's just called Paris, I guess.
It's just called Paris, and they're showing a French film, and she's there alone, like, laughing and chuckling, and everyone there's making out. But she's single, and she's brave.
I at least am proud of her for going to see international cinema, I guess.
Yeah, she's decided she decided to read subtitles, queen.
Queen of reading subtitles. I love it. And she still has her cute little short haircut, which I really, really like. Like, it's very good to me. I love it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's just not signature Carrie. Like, I don't see Carrie, I see Sarah Jessica Parker, which I know is stupid.
I think that's why I like it.
Fair enough. And then we go to brunch, like, quite quickly, and Samantha is very mad. Apparently Rich has been calling her and saying that he still loves her and he wants to meet and blah, blah, blah. But he ate another woman's pussy and she is not having it.
Yeah, like, I honestly have no idea how I'm surprised he even cares this much. You fucked up real bad. But Charlotte's just like giving Samantha a look because she's just like, Brady is here. You can't just say things like he was eating another woman's pussy with a baby around. And I'm like, the baby has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, like, until they're sort of at the age where they can, like, start speaking, and then they might accidentally say pussy or something, the baby has no idea what the fuck is going on. He's just chilling. No. He's just vibing.
yeah, that baby is vibing, and Charlotte is like annoyed about it, and like Miranda's just like, oh, it's fine, just like pretend he's like my purse or something.
Pretend my baby is like not alive. It's just an inanimate object.
Yeah, like pretend you're Stephanie looking at my son.
Yeah, it's a prop.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Charlotte says a lot of things in this scene that I'm just like, you need to just chill. Because the next thing was like Carrie talks about how she went to the movie alone, and Charlotte's like, on date night?
Yeah.
On date night?
What the fuck is date night? Like the weekend?
I feel like she means like Friday maybe?
Yeah, but like, I don't... you can go on a date on any night. It's not like Valentine's Day or something where it's like, you don't, it's like a day for couples. Like, you don't really want to go out. But... yeah,
I think she thinks there's like one day a week that's date night.
Yeah.
That's just reserved. Because she's like, I would be embarrassed if people saw me alone because they'd be like, oh my God, that poor girl alone on date night. And it's like, I don't think anyone thinks that.
No, I don't. Like, if I see someone alone, I don't assume that they're miserable or single. I'm just like, they're alone.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, God, that rules. I love to do things like go to movies alone or go and sit down for food by myself, and you're just like chilling and don't have to worry about anyone else. Like, it fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she's embarrassed for Carrie, and Carrie's like, it's fine, you don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go back to Samantha checking her messages again, and Charlotte is like, okay, well, if you're just gonna keep listening to his messages, you might as well just call him. Otherwise cut him out of your life for good.
Yeah, and it's like pretty fucking brutal, but she's kind of right. But Samantha's like, I'm not checking it for me. I just want you guys to hear the tone of what he's saying, which
right.
I do relate to Samantha here because I will never stop talking about whoever I'm dating. If I'm dating someone, I won't stop talking about them. And if I've just broken up with them, then I will be like, what do you think this message means?
It's extremely valid for her to be like, have it on her mind. Charlotte makes a good point that it's kind of like, he's just kind of occupying your brain space, and like, absolutely, it's not doing any good for you. I'm kind of surprised that that's coming from Charlotte, though, of all people, who's just like, I don't know. I feel like she's never given advice like that in her life. It sounds like a very Miranda thing to say.
No, and she's very much like, obviously still very attached to Trey.
Yeah.
But she basically is like, block him, sis. You don't deserve him, You're a goddess. All that stuff that your friends say. And then later you're like, I just want to be loved.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, so Charlotte starts talking about how, it's fine that she broke up with Richard because you get 2 great loves in your life.
Yeah, which is, she's like, everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's just such a factual thing. Like, don't be stupid. Like, no, you get 2. It's fine. And they blatantly call her out, and they say, literally last year you were saying that you get 1. You have 1 soulmate, and that's it.
Yeah, unless she like got married to Trey, and the entire time in the back of her head she was just like, okay, but this is just number 1 out of 2.
Yeah. That's the thing, is like, if you believe that, then presumably if you like marry someone and you haven't had any big romantic like love life stuff happen before that, you just assume that you're going to break up with them.
Yeah, I really don't get it. Like, I feel like it would make more sense if she was like, oh, I read in a magazine that on average people tend to have, 2 great loves in their life. But it's just, no, you get 2.
Yeah. Great loves of your life, you get 2. And literally all the girls are like, that's complete bullshit. And well, because she goes around the table and she's like, Miranda, what about Steve? And Miranda says, Steve is a friend.
It's so funny how Miranda talks about Steve.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I mean, for now it's this delusion she has. It's fine. And then she says that thing to Carrie. She's like, well, Carrie, you had Aidan and Big. And Carrie's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just pack up now. I've had my 2 great loves. I'm just going to go die now. Like, it's it. And Charlotte's like, that's not what I meant. It's bullshit, probably.
Yeah. It's just so much to be like, like the way she's just, accidentally insulting all of her friends is,
It's really good.
It's great. So afterwards, the girls are walking out of brunch, and this bothered me. So Miranda is carrying Steve in like a baby carrier, and I guess it's for like taxis and stuff. But why not just have a pram?
Yeah.
Because you can still...
I don't
I
know.
feel like you can get ones that fold up into cars pretty easily.
Yeah, you would think so. But, yeah.
But she's, like, carrying him around. Obviously, he's fucking heavy. And she, like, puts him down on the floor. And
Yeah.
they see a bunch of sailors walk by, and they're all, you know, being rowdy, dressed in their fucking 1940s. That's the other thing. It hasn't changed since the fucking 40s.
Yeah, it's so, like, if you're gonna be like, oh, uniforms are sexy, like, at least pick one that's not this one.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate, you know, I want a man with a job. Good for you. But have a sexy uniform. I don't get the whole uniforms are sexy thing anyway. I'm a communist.
It depends. I guess it depends, because I do like just, like, a really nice looking outfit that's, like, fitted, and I like things that are just, like, buttoned up with, like, just, like that look nice. But when they're, like, everyone wears the same thing, it's just creepy to me.
Like, a suit is sexy. Because it's buttoned up and should be tailored and, like, looks nice and everything. But that doesn't... I mean, that can be a uniform, but it's not the uniform people are talking about. Like...
No.
I don't think... Oh, here's maybe firemen, but firemen are sexy because they run into burning buildings.
Yeah, true. It's a very different reason.
Yeah. But I see the sailors and they're like, ooh, obviously Samantha is extremely horny already. And they're like, no, we're too old for this. We can't be flirting with sailors. Which...
I love it. Samantha's like, it's our patriotic duty.
Yeah. It is my duty as an American Canadian to fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
fuck.
it really is. She's not wrong. I mean, the thing is, do it to people who aren't the sailors, though.
Yeah, just fuck. I don't know. Fuck, like, people who deserve it and who you want to fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But they're like, oh, let's go chase after them, find out where the big sailor party's gonna be. Apparently it's Fleet Week, which means all the, like, loads of naval officers are coming into town. Their ships are in the New York harbor, and they're ready to fuck.
They're gonna pull their dicks into the harbor.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
There were surprisingly few semen jokes.
There was literally just one, like, at the very beginning.
Yeah.
They're like, the seaman is in town. Are in town.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it. There should be more.
Yeah. They usually just drill it in, which, like, yeah, I would have been fine with that because I always think it's funny.
Same.
Yeah.
But yeah, they say they're too old for it, and Carrie basically is like, no, actually, let's go shopping. And Samantha says, yeah, sure, fine, but Miranda doesn't have Brady's, like, snuggly, she says.
Yeah, something like that. So she has to, like, take him home.
Well,
and so she gets in a cab
Miranda
and just, like, looks wispy.
Samantha forces her into the cab. She just calls her over and, like, basically just kicks her in and is like, bye, see you later, fuck off.
She does. Yeah. Miranda just, like, looks... She's like a sad puppy dog, like, looking out the back of the window, being like, why are you driving away with me?
Yeah. It's so sad. And
then Carrie's just like, oh, don't worry, we'll see you later. We'll have a good time with you later. Like, this isn't goodbye.
Yeah. I mean,
basically.
It would make sense that, like, obviously she's got a newborn baby. Like, she can't do everything she was doing before that.
No.
But, you know, it's annoying if your friends aren't making allowances for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't expect them to not do something just because you can't.
Well, true. And it's like, you can't just expect them to want to make it, like, baby accessible for every single thing. And you wouldn't want them to, because, like, not babies just shouldn't be at everything. They shouldn't be at a lot of things.
True. There's a lot of things which, like, adults should be at and babies should not. Hot take, I know.
A lot of people really just don't fucking know where babies should be allowed to go. They're like, what if I just bring my baby here? And it's like, this is extremely inappropriate. Why did you do this? But
yeah, Miranda goes home. And we see Magda again, who we haven't seen in ages.
She's back, baby. She's still cleaning Miranda's house, I guess.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, baby Brady, look how pink you are.
She's
like, look.
Yes, baby.
He's got a little pink face. Love it. And Miranda also has a baby nurse who is like this old Asian woman who doesn't speak. And I was like, this is probably racist, but I don't know enough about that to comment, but it feels odd.
It feels weird that she's like got a baby nurse, but at the same time she brings her baby with her. Like, isn't the point of having like some kind of baby nurse to like look after the baby when you need to be at things where you can't be? Like, I really have no idea. What, like, it seems like she's paying a lot of money for things that she doesn't need to be paying for.
Yeah, it feels like she's just getting other people to, like, raise her child for her, but also try to do it herself, and also not letting her baby daddy do it. It's very strange. It's a lot. It's a strange thing. But yeah, she has a baby nurse who literally does not say a word. She can't speak. Called Elena. And also Steve is there. Apparently Magda just let him in, which Miranda's
Miranda's like
fuming about.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? Why are you here, Steve?
Yeah.
And she makes a good point. She's like, I have a schedule. You can't just hang around. You can't just be here.
I know. Yeah, he's like, I need to put him down for his nap or else he won't sleep tonight, so you can't play with him. And he offers him, it's so fucking stupid, he is waving a sandwich in Brady's face, and it's like, hey, you want a sandwich? Like, it seems like he's bullying his child.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure is something, but that's... That's all we really get of that for now. We go back to Charlotte, and I guess she's kind of thinking about the whole, she's still thinking about the whole Trey thing and, how much she's still thinking about him, and she sees the McDougal, there's, a McDougal sign on the door, I feel like this seems like a rich person thing, but on the door of her apartment, it says McDougal, and so she takes it out, and she prints out a nice little York to put there instead.
Yeah,
so.
But this is the thing she says later that it's a mailbox, but wouldn't you have to change your name on your mail? Or am I being...
I don't know, because most places will deliver mail. Most people don't have a name on their mailbox and they still get mail. Yeah, but also people can live...
I'm sure it has a number. She has an address, obviously. But
yeah,
surely what's the point of having...
People can live at an address too without being the person who pays the lease or anything like that, so they can still get mail there if it's not on the door or anything.
But I don't see the point of doing it. I guess so she doesn't have to look at the name McDougal every day.
It's for empowerment.
But her name is still McDougal.
Yeah, her name is. Because, we were watching it, and Matt was like, well, how long have they been divorced now? And I'm like, well, they're not divorced yet.
She's still married to him, and she's like, it's so strange.
Yeah, it's weird. But, divorces can take a while, and, especially in this case, Trey has a lot of money. I assume it's going to be a complicated divorce. We'll get there, but, it's not... I assume that they're putting it off for a reason at this point.
Also, we can meet Harry.
True. God. Is that this season? That is this season,
I think so. Our Jewish king.
Okay, good. We love Harry. But, yeah, she just does that, and then we go back to Samantha real quick, and she gets another from Richard, who asks her to meet him at this restaurant, and he's like, I miss you, just please meet me there. And is this the same restaurant where the threesome girl worked?
No, because can you imagine?
Okay. That would be a lot.
Well, this is the thing. They say when they're in the brunch and they're like, oh, just instead of saying pussy, you say sushi. So it's to not, I don't know, disturb Brady or make him a serial killer or something. So he wants to meet at a sushi restaurant.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. And she goes.
She wears this fucking tight gold dress and this gorgeous coat, just delicately off the shoulder. And she walks up to him smiling, and he's like, oh, I didn't know you'd come, and I was hoping. I ordered you a dirty martini. And she takes out the olive and throws it in his face and walks away. Oh, I do love it. You do love to see it.
I love to see it. I would love to do this.
Same.
It just seems so good. It's extremely... This is one of Samantha's most memorable episodes of the show, I think.
It's fucking amazing. I do love revenge. As a person, I'm very much oh, don't hold grudges, just move on, As someone who enjoys media, no, revenge. It's hilarious and great, and it fulfills a feeling, that people have. Mm-hmm. You want revenge all the time, even though it wouldn't be helpful at all.
Yeah.
And she just storms off. She does this thing you want to do when you break up with someone, is be like, I'm fucking hot and you don't deserve me.
Mm-hmm. It's good. Yeah. I can't believe he even still has, like, the audacity to call her after this. But
audacity. We're recording on Audacity right now, but he has more.
We are. He does have more. And Samantha, like, then she goes and tells Carrie about this on the phone, and Carrie calls Richard Manthrax.
Yeah. Carrie is a lot this episode.
She is a lot this episode. Yeah, she's kind of like, wow, that's the kind of thing I've always wanted to do. And it's like, yeah, true. Yeah. We are all. And then, then Samantha kind of just is like, I'm so tired of doing this stupid baby language. It's so stupid. Like, they can't make me not say fucking pussy. Yeah. And I refuse. I can't just, like, make myself baby proof. And
she's like, calls it like PC bullshit. Yeah. He's a baby.
It's like, it's not. It's literally just, I mean, I feel like at this point the baby has no idea what's going on, so it's like, it really does not matter. Also, Charlotte was the only one who cared.
Yeah, Miranda, who is the mother, so, like, you know, the kind of authority on this, doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been earlier. Carrie says a lot of dumb shit this episode. She also called, she called Samantha Pearl Harbor.
She did say that earlier about the sailors. Okay.
Like, people died, Carrie.
Yeah.
We're up to 9/11. Let's talk about another tragedy with planes.
Yeah, let's just go back to that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Carrie, you know,
it's fine.
She's she's just Carrie.
Yeah, we're coming up to another bad Carrie joke, so I'll call it out when it gets there. But
oh, good, I can't wait.
Yeah.
We got our question next, which is it's stupid. It's have we missed the boat? It's like, you know, she's had her two big loves. Is she's at it? Is she just done now? And also there's sailors, so we're gonna make a boat joke. Mm-hmm. And then Carrie goes over to Miranda's.
She does.
God, now I remember the thing that you were gonna bring up. Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
She answers the door. She bought a pan au chocolat, and she just has the bag, like, up in the air as she knocks on the door, waiting for Miranda to open it. And then it's Miranda's baby nurse. Not even a nanny, a baby nurse. Like a wet nurse. I don't know. But, she answers the door, and Carrie's a bit embarrassed because she's like, I bought pan au chocolat. And she does not care.
Like, okay,
she doesn't even speak. She just, like, lets her in. And Miranda's like, oh, hi, Carrie. And she's going on about how Brady isn't, like, latching onto her nipple. And this is where Carrie goes, is he anorexic?
Yeah.
Who says that?
It's not funny. And Miranda doesn't laugh, but it's because she's too busy, like, it's not because she doesn't think it's funny, it's because she's too busy with, like, paying attention to everything Brady's doing. Yeah. And it's like, okay, that's a joke you made, but...
it's not even funny, it's just a weird thing to say.
Yeah, like, okay. And then they go to sit down, and Miranda is, like, trying to get Brady to breastfeed while Carrie is talking to her, and Carrie is, like, she's just talking about bullshit that doesn't matter at all. Yeah. And Miranda's, like, not really listening because she's too busy trying to get Brady to, like, latch on. And this is where we get our first titty tally.
We do. Carrie seems, like, rather uncomfortable. But it might just be because Miranda's tits are huge.
They're huge. So this whole scene, because Carrie is kind of like, I am going to be just like thinking about how big your nipples are for like 2 weeks. And this was extremely relatable to me because that's been me ever since I saw the Grimes picture on Instagram.
Oh my God.
It's the exact same.
I actually missed it, which I chalk up to, you know, God. That was God intervening in my life.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna, like, hand it to Grimes because she doesn't deserve it for anything. Yeah. But, like, also, like, good on you for, I guess, wanting to post your tits on Instagram. But also, it was like, please don't put a fetus on your stomach. But anyway, the whole point of it was just that, like, yeah, you sure get, like, pregnancy nipples.
You sure do. I constantly think about that line in Juno where Rainn Wilson is like, are your nipples brown? Because, like, first of all, yes. Second, I'm like, I don't know. I weirdly kind of always, not always, but I feel like I regularly think about, like, just how much your body changes when you have a baby.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, but she has gigantic...
Like a terrifying amount.
She has gigantic veiny tits.
And she's always been pretty small, too.
Yeah, we've seen them.
Yeah.
I noticed
they changed.
I noticed them even before she whipped them out. I was like, damn, Miranda, your boobies.
Yeah. Well, because she had a baby in real life, so it's like that it just happened for real. So, but yeah, Carrie is like extremely distracted by it, and then Miranda's like extremely not paying attention to Carrie, and then Miranda's like she really feels bad because she doesn't want to be like the kind of friend who just like never pays attention to anything their friends say. And it's like, don't worry, Miranda, Carrie is literally just talking bullshit all the time. It doesn't matter.
She never has anything relevant to offer the conversation. It's fine.
Yeah.
And so then, yeah, like Miranda just feels like shit because obviously she's feeling distant towards everyone because of the baby, and she's always thinking about the baby, and at the same time she doesn't want to be with her friends and not looking after her kid. But
yeah, like you can't really have the best of both worlds, like
no,
but
sacrifices must be made, unfortunately. Shout out to mothers. Dads can just die, I guess.
They could. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like
it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we then cut to Charlotte. She's called Anthony to go on a movie date because she cannot be alone. And they're walking past some sailors, and one of them like checks her out, and Anthony's like, you need to go get his number. And Charlotte's like, no, that's not me. And he says you would never survive being gay.
He's also just like, girl, you need to get laid so bad. Like, if you can't remember the last time you had sex, then it's been too long. And she's like...
He says your pussy's gonna close up.
Yeah, he's like, it's gonna... He basically says it's gonna grow over like it's like a piercing hole or something. Which, like, obviously isn't true, but it's really funny to think about.
That's what it feels like, though. When you've gone a while, like...
Yeah.
Have you seen... I know Siberian Pine posted it in the Discord, but have you seen the video of that 8-year-old woman talking about getting fucked by her toy boy?
I think I missed that one.
It's iconic. She's like, I thought I was a virgin again when he, like, she said they used a whole bottle of lube and she couldn't walk the next day.
A whole bottle?
Whole bottle.
Fuck.
This bitch. Damn. I was like, good for you, girl.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Fuck. That rules.
She got her brain fucked out, and I appreciate it. And she's on British television at like 1:00.
Fuck yeah.
Talking about getting
good for
fucked.
Her. Yeah.
It's great. Icon.
That is extremely iconic.
Yeah.
We go to Samantha next, and I think this is up there for top 5 scenes of the series for me, I think.
Yeah.
It's a really good one.
She's printed out these flyers which have Richard's face on them, and it says cheater and liar on it. And she's going around handing it out to people in his neighborhood, taping it onto like telephone poles and streetlights, and just loving life. And then this cop comes over and like says, ma'am, you know, this is vandalism. You can't deface public property. And Samantha just says, I caught him eating another woman's pussy. And the cop's like, go ahead, ma'am. Which, the only valid cop, go off.
Yeah, that has ever existed.
Yeah.
Like, the only one. And, like, to be fair, I think she's like a traffic cop, which is like they barely do fucking anything. But still, even then, the only valid traffic cop.
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
truly.
It's very good. And then she lets Samantha lets the flyers go in the wind after, which is less valid because it's littering.
Yeah.
But it's good that you know Richard's getting defamed. So
that's pretty much the scene. Like that's it. We love it, and she's just like biggest grin on her face. But then we go to Carrie. She's gone to the Guggenheim because she's like being arty now that she's single. She's being like educated and cultured. We hate to see it. And so she's like, just like men, New York is unpredictable. I really, like, I know we're watching this show, and I know part of the show is her constantly comparing everything to either New York or to men, but it does just grind on you a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. But it starts it's really windy. Her skirt blows up and the museum's closed. And then it starts raining and she screams at every single... Like, come on. It's just wind. Like, yeah, your skirt blew up, but it's annoying. But, like, she screams and she has to run under this awning next, like, in the hotel. And she starts talking to this cute guy. And she is so... annoying. Poor man.
She's so annoying. It's so annoying. And also her hair is like not even wet, even though she just got poured on, which is bullshit.
But she's like, I guess we're not going anywhere. And he just like looks at her and smiles. And she's like, if we were in a French film, we'd be getting married. Not that I want to marry you, but like, you know, I'm just saying it's really romantic. And he is not responding.
Yeah, he's just like not saying anything. And I guess she's like trying to do damage control, but it's kind of just like, please just stop talking. I'm gonna scream if I have to watch this any longer.
Yeah, it's not great. And it eventually she's just so awkward that he walks out into the rain.
Mm-hmm.
He just he's like, I'd rather get pneumonia and die like a little fucking orphan boy, like Casper the Friendly Ghost, than talk to you for any longer.
It's very good. And then Carrie goes for food at this, like, it's kind of like a diner type place, it looks like. And when she goes to get seated, the busboy guy is just loudly like, singles table, just yells it.
Yeah, he's like, singles go to the counter. And she's like, I want a table. Well, you can't get a fucking table. It's also extremely busy there. And she's like, I want a table by myself.
It's like, fuck you. So she has to go sit at the bar.
Yeah. And there's
bar
this
type thing.
Old woman there who is an icon, another old lady icon. This episode is dedicated to all the old women.
I agree. Yeah.
She's wearing like this ostentatious outfit. She has a little beret on. She's eating ice cream. And she's like, oh, single gals got to stick together. And then she crushes up some lithium and puts it on her ice cream.
Go off.
Yeah. I don't think that's meant... that's not how you meant to take lithium, but... Go on.
Yeah, she does it though.
Yeah.
And yeah, she just kind of chats with Carrie for a little bit, and I guess it kind of leaves Carrie feeling like, wow, this is gonna be me in like 30 years alone and doing lithium with ice cream.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, but Carrie does think it is though.
Yeah.
And she okay, at this point, her hair is soaking from being outside, and then she goes outside after she eats to go get a cab, and her hair is normal again.
Well, she says that she, like, squatted underneath the hand dryer in the bathroom, but her hair is blow-dried, like, curly, and she has a straight fringe, and the rest of her is curly. So that's not true.
No fucking way.
No.
It's fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but bullshit. She tries to get a cab.
Yes.
And there's a bunch of sailors, and because the cab's about to leave, and then they hail it for her and get her in the cab, and then the main sailor guy is like, oh, well, we're having a thing tonight. Why don't you and your friends come? And so she gets invited to the sailor thing.
Ooh, and his name's Lewis. He's cute. He's also black.
True.
They don't have a lot of them on this show. It's very disturbing. But he's cute, and he's like, you know, the boys are like nudging him, like, go on, invite her. She's cute. So he does.
Yeah, and they go. Well, they don't all go. Charlotte and Samantha and Carrie go to the sailor thing. They're all dressed up.
Yeah.
They all look very cute.
Carrie looks a bit like a 1920s, like, silent film star. I do have to stan.
Yeah.
I don't, but I don't have to.
We can.
And I won't. But I think it's a good look.
Yeah. Yeah, they all look good. And Charlotte is fucking determined to fuck a sailor tonight.
Yeah.
Like, she is gonna fuck a sailor.
She says, I'm gonna fuck a sailor tonight. And Samantha just falls over in shock.
Samantha's just like, oh my god. Like,
and then she says, you know, I think that bullshit about having two great loves is rubbish. And Carrie nearly falls over. Charlotte's a whole new woman because she thinks her pussy's gonna grow over.
Yeah, she talked to one gay man, and then suddenly she's like a new woman. She's changed.
I honestly blame this show for how straight women treat gay men.
Yeah, it really is the, like, gay best friend extreme bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, and also just, like, the perception of how there's, like, 2 types of gay men, basically, and that's it. They're not all unique, different people. There's, like, they're all pretty much the same.
They're either, like, hot and masked, or they're femme and camp, and they apparently really give a shit about the vaginas of their cis straight women friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is, you know, exactly how it is in the real world.
Yeah.
So, we get to see Miranda kind of one last time, and she's putting Brady. She's got Brady. She's changing his diaper, and like his belly button thing falls off.
The umbilical cord.
Well, yeah,
Like the nub left over by the umbilical cord, and it's very clearly just like a piece of like black latex or something they put on this baby's belly button and then like blew off.
I always forget that this is a thing that like stays on babies for a bit.
Yeah, it's so gross. Babies are disgusting.
Yeah, they got a lot of weird shit going on, and it just falls off. And this is so good because her cat just fucking grabs it and starts playing with it and just tosses it around, and her and the baby nurse are both just like terrified of it. Like they don't want to touch it.
But why? They've been touching it. It's been on his body.
Right? Yeah, the whole time. But now that it's off, it's gross. And like, I guess it's gross that the cat's playing with it or something.
Yeah.
Like, you can just pick up your cat and move him away. Like, that's all you have to do.
Yeah, like, truly, that's it. It's so strange. But she screams and she calls Steve and he comes over and sorts it out. And she's like, I thought I could do this by myself, but I can't. I need you, Steve. I need a man.
And he's the hero here because he gets the belly button piece back from the cat.
Yeah.
And incredible.
Icon. Legend.
Yeah. Brave.
This is why we need men. Because they can touch umbilical cords. To be fair, I wouldn't want to touch it, but...
Like, if it's your own kid, I feel like it's like... If it was someone else's kid, I'd be like, that's weird, but...
Actually, saying that, I think it's like, you know, when you find something weird and you're a kid, so you pick up a stick and prod it, I think it would be like that. I think I'd just want to prod it and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since it looked pretty hard. Like, if it was kind of, like, soft and gooey, I'd be like, oh, fuck, that's disgusting. But it looked like it was just, like, a little rock or something.
Yeah, I probably would be gross, and, like, when it fell off, I'd keep it.
Just keep it, like, in a little box with their teeth and stuff.
Their teeth and their hair.
Their teeth and their hair, and if you're, like, that kind of person, their foreskin. Not that it would be me, but
would, yeah.
Do they keep that?
I think you can. Yeah, I think so. I think
You just, like, dehydrate it or something so it doesn't, like, go moldy or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and then I'd put it in resin and wear it as a necklace, and my kids would hate me. But whatever. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of Miranda's whole thing this episode. So we pretty much spend the rest of the night with the sailors. Carrie, like, all the girls split up and Carrie's looking for her friends, and this guy comes over and he's like, hey, you looking for someone? She says, yeah, my girlfriends, and they start talking, they have a little chat, and he says that she reminds him of his mum.
Yeah, that's a thing that you can say.
Yeah. So she just says a goodbye.
Yeah.
So Sam is dancing with a guy and enjoying herself. Charlotte is upstairs chatting to another sailor, and he's like, they're making out, and he's like, show me your tit.
He does ask this, which sure is something to ask someone. And
actually, he asks to see both, and she's like, how about one?
True. She's like, you know, I am the new Charlotte now, the nude Charlotte now. And so she's gonna whip it out, and she does it. And it's right when Carrie comes over around the corner to, like, find her, and Carrie screams again.
Well... It would be a bit startling. And, like, I think it's so... Because they just seem to be, like, on a table upstairs. It's not like they're in, like, in the bathroom or somewhere, you know, a bit private. She just whips out a tit.
Yeah.
And
it is very funny. She doesn't even, like, try to turn around or make it so that anyone else can't see it. She fully does it, like, facing away from their table, basically.
Yeah.
Like, anyone can see it. She makes the whole restaurant's titty tally go up by one.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
it's great. And Carrie just excuses herself and is like, what the fuck? So she goes downstairs to talk to Sam, and she says, it's been a strange day. I've seen Miranda's boobs. I've seen Charlotte's boob. Might as well see yours. So Samantha just flashes her. It's great.
Yeah, she just does a third titty tally of the episode, and all the sailors cheer.
In the middle of the dance floor.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Icon. Anyway.
We do stand.
We
Yeah.
do. I love that their titties are small enough that they can just, like, whip them out. I'd have to, or, take out my extra strength, like, underwired super duper bra. But they're just like, pop.
It's no process or anything. I mean, like, at least with Miranda, she had, like, the whole breastfeeding, like, she had, like, a special pregnancy bra on and stuff. But, like, with the other two, it's like, let's just slide it out. Normal. That you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And Carrie says that she thinks she's going to go home. She's not enjoying it. She feels too old, and she just doesn't want to be there. And then the Lewis, the hot sailor that invited her, shows up and is like, can we have a dance? And Carrie doesn't want to, but he says, I came all the way to New York to dance with a real New York City girl. Which, okay.
What does that mean? Like,
yeah, apparently he's from Louisiana. There's a fun bit of trivia that says his name is Lewis and he's from Louisiana. And then in the movie, Jennifer Hudson plays Louise from St. Louis, which makes me think that the writers have a weird fascination with Black people that share similar names to the place that they're from.
That seems like a weird trend.
It's a weird thing.
Okay.
Maybe they're just not very creative.
I think probably that's what it is, but it's just weird. Yeah. So yeah, they dance for a bit, and then they end up going outside, and they're just kind of like hanging out, and I don't know, she asks him the whole question, like, how many great loves do you think you get? And he says, maybe one if you're lucky, which that sounds like a more reasonable answer than what Charlotte said.
Yeah. And he also says that he doesn't really like New York because it's just too much. It's too noisy. It's too loud. It's too dirty. And it's just not what he likes, which is fair enough. And Carrie is offended. It's like she just told him that he was ugly. It's like he said, you're ugly.
Yeah.
She's heartbroken and she decides to leave.
She fully does just decide to leave.
She says,
and then she salutes him.
Like, he thought they had a connection. Like, he was probably just about to go in for a kiss, and she's like, I'm out. Because no one insults my boyfriend, the fucking city of New York.
Yeah, and she says Semper Funny, and then she walks away.
Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, that's it. She that is her one, and then the song that Donkey sings to Shrek plays. And then the camera goes to black and white, and she walks away. Like a cute foreign film or something.
Yeah, I think it's mixed messages, because earlier in the episode she said that if New York was her boyfriend, he was abusive. And then she's like, no, New York's my boyfriend, I love him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Weird.
Yeah. I mean, Carrie is not exactly known to have boyfriends who necessarily treat her the best, given, big.
Yeah.
But
that's
the episode.
That's the episode. Rankings.
Yeah. I mean, this one's tough because, so Carrie at the bottom. I think that one's just easy.
Yeah. Yeah, Carrie is at the bottom. She just says a lot of weird shit and is just, I don't know. She doesn't really do much apart from just be annoying. And not even annoying in a creative way.
Yeah. I liked that Charlotte was like, I'm going to pull my titty out.
I do like that, yeah.
Yeah, I respected that. But then she was also kind of annoying in other parts of the episode. And the hat she was wearing when she was with Anthony was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, yeah, you're not getting fucked with this hat on. No. So,
but you can tell he doesn't really like her because he says it's a great hat.
True. He just straight up lies.
My theory is that Anthony just kind of hangs around with her to make fun of her with his actual friends later.
Yeah. Kind of like, this rich girl I know.
Yeah, I'm seeing this rich girl because she buys shit for me and she's very funny and weird. But I don't really like her.
Yeah.
He's the true villain of the series.
He is. He's so good. She's my number 3 because, like, I don't know. Like, some of the shit she says at brunch is just, like, wild to me. Like, the whole two loves thing and just then... I mean, I did think it was very funny when she was just, like, trying to, you know, reel back what she'd said to Carrie.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah. Yeah, and then I'll probably say...
I think...
Samantha... Miranda second and Samantha first? I don't know.
We did forget to say that Richard calls Samantha again, leaves another voicemail, and he's like, oh, you ruined my reputation, you threw a drink in my face. I still love you. You think I'm playing, bitch? I'm not. I love you. And she just listens to it over and over again, which again, relatable. I feel like she's my top.
I feel like she's my top, especially because I also forgot until now that, like, she did have that one scene with the papers and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was huge. I did love that.
She also flashed her titties.
She did do that. So yeah, I guess we have to stand.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I would, say Miranda second, and I agree with you. Bonus honorable mention, old lady with the lithium.
Yeah, she gets a huge honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good. Yeah, loved that. Yeah, no, this was a good one. And there was no Big, which fucking ruled.
No Big, no Aidan. So, just vibes.
Yeah, just vibing here. Yeah. We got Steve, but whatever.
But he was in 2 scenes for like 5 seconds. He got a payday, but
exactly,
he didn't have to...
and it was fine. Yeah, and he was like, he was just helping.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's the episode. That's our rankings. We do have a question. So if you want to send us a question, you can send them to citygirls.tumblr.com/ask.
Citygirlsmakedo.tumblr.com.
Yeah, shit. I'm tired.
You're so valid.
Thank you. Yes. You know the name of the fucking podcast. You should by now.
True.
I mean, I should because I'm on it, but you should if you're listening. Anyway, our question this week is from a friend of the show, patron of the show, Siberian Pine, who asks, I'm a guide parent for my baby nephew. What wisdom shall I impart to him?
I mean, communism.
True. I was thinking, respect women juice.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really just any voice of the politics you believe in, I feel like, is a good one.
Like be nice to people, wash your dick, don't be a Tory. Which I feel like you're gonna say all that stuff anyway. I don't think that, you know what I mean? There's values you should impart to anyone.
For sure. Just being, like, a cool influence, though. And, like, I don't know. I feel like one of the best things about, like, when you have, like, an aunt or uncle or something like that in your life, just, like, there's someone who's not your parent who you can talk to. So just being available like that.
Yeah, I remember around Christmas, my, my cousin, her kids were around. And she was saying to, like, the, because there's 2 boys and 1 girl. And she was saying to, like, her daughter, like, you know, you can always go to Alex if there's something you want to talk about, but you don't want to tell me. And I was there listening, like, crying. I was, like, trying not to cry. I was like, oh, my God. I was also fucking drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Because it was Christmas. I was drunk as fuck. But the fact that someone was like, you know, you can you can talk to Alex. Like, if there's something you don't want to tell me, whatever, it's fine. You can talk to her. Like, she trusts me to be a good force. And I was saying, like, oh, when I come up and see you, I'll take you out. I'll dye your hair for you, and I'll get your ears pierced. Like, I'm the cool cousin. It's fun.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Like, that's definitely absolutely what I would say, like what I would do if that was me. So I'm not going to have any nieces or nephews for a long time because my siblings are like 15 and 18 years younger than me. So
yeah, they're babies. They are babies. Yeah. But I mean, I guess you sort of fulfill that role for them a bit of being like an adult who is not a parent, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I don't live near them, which is unfortunate, but it's still kind of similar, yeah.
Like, same for my cousins. Like, I don't live near them, but I mean, they've got phones and they know how to use them.
Yeah, for sure.
So they,
true.
Yeah, you know, I think that's kind of an important thing to have, is you need to have someone who is not your parent, but is still like a grown up and wise and shit. And Honestly, the other day I was thinking I was going to call... Well, he's not my godfather, but he might as well be. My uncle, who's not my uncle, whatever. I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
Because he's nice and helpful. And also I'm going to have to sing for an audition. And he's a singing teacher. Very handy to have. Teach him how to sing.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I need someone to do that for me because I can't fucking sing for shit.
No.
So.
Teach your nephew how to sing, respect women, and communism.
Yeah. Those all sound like pretty solid recommendations.
He'll get far in life if he has those on his side.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. That's our question for the week. I think it's a good question, though. I like it.
I think it's a good question, too.
Seagulls be imparting knowledge to the next generation.
True. They're the important ones. So, I guess that brings us to Patreon. Patreon. Because we're at that point of the night. We do have a Steve voice, but I guess I'll do that when we do the $5 tier. Donate to us at patreon.com/citygirlsmakedo if you love to hear it. You can donate $1 a month to get our Keanu podcast. You can get the Looker and Nanu channel. You can be like have a special Discord role, which makes you look specialer than other people.
Yeah. I know we said we're communists, but like, don't you want to be special?
Don't you want to be a little bit special like everybody else?
Give us money and you'll be special.
Yeah, that's how communism works.
Evaluate it. I mean, if you think about it, giving us $5 a month or whatever, like, you definitely don't have to. We love everyone no matter what, but it's just, it's like buying someone a coffee or a pint. I wouldn't buy me a pint. Or don't.
It pretty much is that. It's or die.
Or die. I said or don't, but you can die as well.
Oh, or don't. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, this is like, I keep thinking about like my eternal think-a-phrase this week is like that one meme on Tumblr, that post that was like, in 2020 now, like, if we disagree on something, I'm just gonna fucking kill you. And I'm like, this is what I've been saying the entire goddamn time. Yeah. And now people are getting on board, so...
Thank God. You got a sword as well. She's not joking.
I do. I literally cut your head off. So, if you want to give us $5 a month, then we will be so grateful. You would get everything from the $1 tier, plus you get an even more special Discord role, plus you get a shout out on the podcast. So shout out to Jennifer Snyder, Matt Ribeiro, Jess Ayalachi, Summer Geist, Dan Mike Dawson Silva, Pierre the Disaster, and Siberian Pine Hardwood. So thank you guys so much. And you can also submit stuff for me to read in Steve voice. So this week we got a really good submission from Mike Dawson on Tumblr. And the submission is, listen, Miranda, females born after 1993 can't cook. All they know is McDonald's, charge they phone, twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie.
It's so true.
It's so true.
It's so true. But every time I hear eat hot chip, I think of the band Hot Chip.
I don't know what a hot chip is.
No, I guess they mean like hot Cheetos?
Think so, but those are chips, right? Like, I don't know.
I'm assuming they mean the band, so maybe they're saying you kill the band Hot Chip and eat them, like all females.
All people after 1993 do is vor.
I was going to say cannibalism.
That's what it means.
Cannibalism is somehow less upsetting to me than vor.
Yeah, same, because a lot of reasons, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to get off on it.
No.
I think that's why. I've seen Hannibal, so like...
Sometimes people just do a cannibalism, but it's not sexual. It's just like for fun or survival. Just for funsies.
But then like, yeah. Yeah, I definitely am more in support of that than vor, so...
Yeah.
I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. I'm just saying it's less weird to me. But
it's weird. Anyway. But don't eat Hot Chip. I don't know what they're doing now, but I like them like back in the day.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
They're a good band.
I'm born in 1991, so I don't fall under the category of this.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm born in 1996, so
yeah,
I do.
That makes sense.
I do be charging my phone. I do be eating at McDonald's because they have vegan food over here, so...
That's nice. I'm thinking about, like, hot chip as in, like, maybe, like the really hot Doritos, but I would rather have, like, a Cool Ranch.
Me too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And I can't... I can lie, but I can't twerk. So it's kind of like I'm kind of like 50-50
Yeah,
on it.
I can twerk. The other day, a girl in my class asked me to teach her how to dance with her hips, and I was like, "Thank you." But I do prefer a Cool Ranch, but over here we have I like a sweet chili crisp.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, but then a chip is like potato fries for me, which is also
True.
would prefer hot. So
like a sriracha fry.
Ooh.
For hot chip.
I meant temperature
Maybe.
hot, but also
True.
spicy.
It could be both.
Could be both.
I mean, over here in Canada, we sometimes put sriracha on like poutine.
Damn.
So that's hot chip.
I made dirty fries the other day. There was a bit of spice in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think what we can agree on is that like food is tasty. I'm really excited to have some chili later tonight.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I had teriyaki tofu, and yeah, it was all right.
Fuck yeah.
Food is
City girls be eating.
We be eating McDonald's and hot chips.
Yeah. I mean, I had McDonald's yesterday, so
fuck.
yeah. It's good. If you want to support us being able to go to McDonald's, you could even give us $10 a month. You could give us $10 a month and be Mr. Big Spender, and you'd get all of the rewards from before, but you also would get to listen to us record live every week, and you would get the super secret forbidden Discord rule that no one has yet.
Yeah.
So that's your temptation. That's what you get tempted with.
You would be the big G. Like, you'd be Big Daddy Discord.
Yeah, you would be Big Daddy in the Discord, and you'd be very special. So,
anyway, that's that.
That is that. Yeah, so that's us. You can find us on Twitter, Tumblr at City Girls Make Do. You can find me on Twitter at Age of Oddish, and on Tumblr at Windfall Island.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter at Alex the Virgo, and then on Tumblr at Dork Phoenix, and then on Instagram at Alex the Virgo, like Megan the Stallion, because I can't be a stallion because I'm only 5'6.5", which I don't think it's tall, but it's not tall enough to be like, noticeable or notable.
I mean, that's still 7 inches taller than me, so
yeah.
But I'm Stephanie the pony.
You're a pixie. You're pixie size.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
Like everyone who is like 5 foot tall or under, to me is weirdly. I don't know why. I feel like if you're short, you just kind of have a puckish energy.
That's true. I'm Thumbelina.
Yeah, they're like, I'm here to be mischievous, and you're like, okay, I love you. Thank you, tiny person.
True. That is true. I will go up and make a mess of your pots and pans. That's what I do.
I will make you fall in love with a donkey-faced man.
I just like to cause problems on purpose. It's not my fault.
Anyway, thank you for listening to us. We love you very much. McRib
is back, baby. So long and good night.
I can't believe that chicks are so expensive. I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, I'm going to 2 shows and I am kind of just like,
I can't believe you're seeing them twice. The fucking audacity. Weirdly,
I'm gonna die.
In the UK, they're like, oh, let's not perform in like London. Like, I live maybe half an hour from Wembley. And they're like, let's not perform in the 2 spaces that are in Wembley. Let's go to fucking Milton Keynes. No one's in Milton Keynes. Go to Wembley. Go to Brixton, you piece of shit. No, not piece of shit. I love you, boys.
We do love them. Yeah, I can't. I have to go out to Toronto to see them, which makes sense. It's the only place they're playing in Canada, and then I'm also going to Minnesota. So, sup, cows or whoever lives there. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so long and good night, and also fuck cops, except for the one in this one episode, that single one cop.
Yes. The singular cop. No. But fuck all the other cops. Blue lives don't matter. So long, good night, and mohe every day, unless you're Richard.
Mohe every day. Yep. Mohe every day. Bye.
Bye.